Morning guys, so we are going to be showing you what we're sowing today in August. Now we are in the south of Spain, so our growing seasons there are a lot longer than people in the UK, people in the north of Spain. So we're in the Costa Blanca region of Spain. We are on zone 10B, which is basically no risk of frost here. So we can grow more or less 365 days a year. Obviously in the winter it does slow the growing season down just a bit, but our main growing season is in the fall and then in the spring, and then in the summer it's mainly your heat loving crops and stuff. So I'll show you now what we're going to be sowing the next couple of weeks. Some of the things should have been sown before now, but we've been having ridiculous heat temperatures. Just today alone we're going to be hitting 45 degrees, which is just extreme heat. So for sowing stuff in seed trays in that heat is just not practical. It'll dry out too quickly. You're just constantly watering it, and then you have the risk of rotting the seeds and stuff. So we've been laying it off, but now it's getting to a point where we've got to get stuff sown, otherwise we're going to end up buying in plant starts, which we do as well. But some of the stuff that we want to grow this year, you can't buy as plant starts. Well, let's show you guys what we're going to be sowing. What we're going to be doing this year is we're going to be growing some different cabbages. Now, one of the ones that we tried earlier on in the year was the Tuscan cabbage. But it just didn't germinate very well, and I think it was because we tried to sow it too late and it got warmer and the trays just dried out. So we're going to give that a go. We've got this is a new one for us. It's a Portuguese cabbage. So we're going to give that a go. Now, you meant to sow this in July, August or September, so we're actually really good for sowing that still now. Then we've got, it says it's a tatasoye. It's an Asian green, apparently. Now, these should actually be sown in December, but we're going to give them a go and see if we can start them off earlier. But yeah, we're going to give that a go and we'll see how we get on with them. Now, this is the main one. We wanted sprouts for Christmas. Now, I think we're really pushing our luck, because these should have been sown last point at the beginning of August. Now we're at the middle of August, so we're really pushing our luck for sprouts for Christmas. But we could do, we don't know. It's on borderline. So I'm actually going to get them sown today. Hopefully about 2-3 weeks time we'll be planting them out, and then we can give them a really good head start in the heat in September. And hopefully they'll come along nicely. So that's the main one to get in as soon as possible. Next thing we're going to be doing is spinach. Now we're going to sow loads and loads of spinach. So this is just straight into the ground. We're actually going to sow this probably today or this evening when it cools down, because after today the temperatures start to drop here. We'll be dropping down to about 30-32 degrees during the day, so it's not such a bad temperature. So we'll probably get these sown tonight, and we're just going to do a few rows of them straight out into the rows that we've prepared behind us. Same with the chicory. Now this stuff is just cut and come again, and we're still actually cutting stuff that we planted out in January, and it just keeps coming back. But we're going to want those beds over in that part of the garden. So what we're doing is we're going to sow another row of chicory and get that into the ground. Now this is something that we've never tried before, and it's growing lavender from seed. So we're actually going to try and see if we can grow these, and then we'll pot them up, we'll overwinter them, and then we'll plant them out next spring out here in garden, because the idea is to bring more bees in. We also want to put a lot of this over at our other land as well. So the idea is we want to bring as many pollinators in as we can, and lavender's a really good one. So yeah, that's one that we're going to be giving a go. Then we've got our rainbow chard. So we've got a few packets of this. We're going to mix it in with some red chard, some white chard, and we'll just mix it all together, and then we're going to sow them straight out into the ground. Now is the perfect time to be sowing these straight into the ground, and then obviously we'll be harvesting these in Octoberish time. So yeah, that's another one to go in. Obviously, big winter crop over here is leeks, so we're going to be sowing leeks. We'll be sowing these now to plant out in September, hopefully. We'll see. I've never had much luck with leeks. I normally buy plant starts, but Spinach you wait to give it a go from seed. So we'll see how we get on with them. We'll let you know about that one. And then the last couple of little things, obviously we're planting a lot of starts out now, stuff like broccoli, cauliflower, red cabbage, white cabbage. I buy as plant starts just purely because it's a lot cheaper and it's a lot easier. They are grown in special tunnels that are climatized and temperatures up and down and stuff. So we pay for a tray that big, and we pay about €5-6 for a tray that big. So it's just for stuff that's your bog standard stuff, broccoli, cauliflower. It's easier just to go and buy a tray of it and plant that out. We like to concentrate on growing stuff that you can't buy by the tray, which is like your Asian greens and your cabbages and stuff, and your Brussels sprouts. For some reason you can't buy them out here. Then we've got coriander and parsley. I had to think about that one. Coriander and parsley. Now these both say you can literally plant these out every month of the year here in Spain. So we are going to be getting these in the ground as well, probably this evening, get them started. And then last but not least is some salad mix. Now these have got to be sown now, so we'll sow these now and then they'll go out. But you've got your oak leaf lettuce, and then that's an oak leaf lettuce as well, but it's a red one. So we're just going to get the seed trays done up with them, and then we'll do, like I always do, nice pretty patterns of red and green, so it looks nice in the winter. So guys, that's basically what we're planning out. Well, that's basically what we're sowing in August. Like I say, the temperatures normally start dropping off now. We've had that extreme heat the last couple of weeks, to the point where you just can't go out during the day. You can't do anything. You're up early, out early, but hopefully it'll drop off now. We can get some of these sown into trays. We'll keep them nice and wet, get them germinated, and then we'll be planting them out in September here and over at our other land. So guys, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next one. See you later guys.